Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again here to bring another video. This one's going to be doing a video review for The Walking Dead trade paperback volume 2, which is called Miles Behind Us. Really cool winter times, you can see here on the cover. And this collects issues, I believe, 7 through 12, as far as I know, of the comic book itself. So in terms of individual issues. For those of you who have not read this, this will contain spoilers. If you intend to read the comic book, if you have not read it, and you're not really interested in reading it, but you like the television series, then you may enjoy this review as I talk about this trade paperback right here. So the Walking Dead television show, Season 2 is approximately where this would be in terms of time frame of the comic book, with the main differences being in the trade paperback volume 2, they end up going to Willshire Estates, which is like a gated community of big, wealthy, rich houses, that kind of stuff, versus just going directly to Herhsal's farm after the highway scene. And in terms of which direction I like better, I kind of like seeing Willshire Estates. It's a really cool environment to see the characters stay in these, big, rich houses and that kind of stuff in the gated community. And, at first they, of course, believe that they can make it a home, but then they realize that it's basically infested with walkers, and there's just so many, but they don't see them at first until partway through, and something happens, and then just tons of them come out of nowhere, and then they sort of just get the hell out of there. But it is a really cool environment to see the characters in, and I'd like to see it in a television show. Some people have commented that Andrea and Shane did go there looking for Sophia, and I don't know if it specifically hinted that it was Willshire Estates where they went to. It may have been. I'd have to rewatch the episode to get a good idea of that, because I can't really remember too well. Also, what's really good in this trade paperback is that we get to meet Tyreese, who I'll show you, who is not in the television series at all up to this point, but should show up pretty soon. Maybe late season 3, season 4. This is what it looks like right here. Basically, he's going for a walk, and they run into him, and he says, "Well, hold your fire," type thing. And he's got his daughter there and her boyfriend with him, and they're just basically surviving. He uses a hammer to kill zombies with, or walkers. He uses the end that you pull nails out of to crack him in the head. And he's a big guy. He's sort of like ex NFL football player type guy. So he's a bigger guy, and obviously very strong and very useful. To help defend the group and that kind of stuff. He sort of becomes Rick's unofficial number 2 guy after Shane leaves, so to speak. And actually, in the comic book, he is around much longer than Shane is. Shane has a couple scenes in this of flashbacks in Laurie's mind as to what was happening back when they were surviving and Rick was in a coma. And just a couple ones. Let's see, after that, yeah, so probably one of the coolest parts in this whole trade paperback is, well, here's one of them. Rick gets attacked by these 2 walkers right there, as you can see, and they kind of trip him down. They almost get him, and Tyreese comes to the rescue, knocks him off, and then kills him and helps Rick. Rick kills one, and then Tyreese kills the other one. Here it is. Here, I got your back, man. And then he comes flying down the stairs and knocks him over. See right there, that's Tyreese. And then they just basically take him down and crack him right there. There he is with a hammer, and there's Rick over there with his trusty axe. So that's a pretty cool part. I also like here, I'll grab another part here to show you. So they chill there for a night, and then the snow, because it's wintertime, sort of falls off the front after they're in. It says, "All dead do not enter," which is pretty cool. And here's to give you an idea of what the houses kind of look like. I don't know if you can see that too well, in the community, which is pretty cool. You get to see a relationship start between Tyreese and Carol, who's a completely different character than she is in the television show. Television show, she's older and that kind of stuff, and she, in this, she's younger, and she's blonde, and she's pretty type thing. Donna, another character that's sort of like Carol in the television series, gets bitten and killed right there. And then her husband goes crazy and starts shooting at the bottom there. You can see he goes nuts, and he's losing it, as anybody would. It's just how it is. And so that happens, and then the walkers start coming out of the woodwork. And a really cool scene is where they get trapped inside the house, and they go to leave, and there's just like an army of walkers outside, and the RV ends up pulling up, and as you can see there on the left side right there, they jump off the roof onto the RV and get away and fly out of that place real fast. So I think that's probably the coolest scene of it right there is when they get away. It's probably the most exciting. And then the rest of the trade paperback in these issues, you deal with the whole Carl getting shot accidentally by Otis, who looks a lot different in the comic book than he does in the TV show. See him there with Rick saying, "I'll effing kill you." And you can see him. He's also skinny, too. He's not like a bigger fat guy, and he's not older either. So, a lot of differences with things like that. And, the character Shane still being around, Tyreese not being there. So it is a lot different from, the Walking Dead Season 2. But basically, it goes through. They spend some time at Herschel's farm. A lot of similar stuff as you would see in the television series with Herhsal wanting them to leave, all that kind of stuff, and eventually them actually leaving and just going their own way. And Herhsal, the farm, the barn and the farm and all that kind of stuff. And then eventually at the end of the trade paperback, you get to see the prison. So the whole prison sequence there or scene, and that's pretty cool. And then at the back, a really cool drawing by Charlie Adlard with Rick sort of smiling and saying, "It's perfect, we're home." So, and that's where it ends. So basically, you can almost look at it as the first trade paperback is like Season 1 of The Walking Dead. And the second trade paperback, this one, is like Season 2 of The Walking Dead. So when you look at it, really, I mean, we're like, in the TV series, we're like nowhere in terms of the story because there's like 16 trade paperbacks. So we're almost nowhere in terms of the story compared to the long-term running story itself. So, yeah, I'm probably going to do the rest. I'm probably going to go through every single one because I think it'd be cool. Those of you guys, I know a lot of people are not into reading comic books, but if you're interested in hearing a different interpretation of The Walking Dead, the original interpretation, the original story that influenced and caused AMC Frank Darabont to decide to do a television series of it, then, the original Walking Dead comic book series, I'll be doing the rest, every single trade paperback probably, all the way up to, the modern one, and then from here on out. Because I have been reviewing issue by issue the latest ones. So what I'll probably do is I'll do all of the trade paperbacks up to this point, and then, keep doing the issue by issue, issue 100 coming out soon, obviously. And then after that, just do the trade paperbacks one at a time, each one of them. So, yeah, that's it for this video, guys. In terms of giving this trade paperback a score, this is a really important trade paperback because it's sort of like after Shane has died, you got my attention, from reading that issue 6. Now are you going to keep it? Are you going to be able to keep my attention? And this brings the group in a really cool new direction away from that camp into Willshire Estates, which is a really, really cool sequence, out to the farm, and then to the prison. So this is a heavy issue in terms of the group moving around and trying to find a place to live, and ends them off at the prison. Is a great trade paperback, absolutely essential to the story. Very cool to read. Love the wintertime scenery, everything like that. Really looks awesome. I'm going to give this trade paperback a 9 out of 10 because I think it's just absolutely fantastic, very exciting, and is really instrumental in terms of bringing The Walking Dead to be instead of just like a short-term, really exciting, good story, to a longer story with more developed characters, more interest, different environments, and really just something very unique and absolutely amazing. So that's it for this video review, guys. I'll see you for the next one later. Peace.